Your morning blitz begins now.
Get that chance. Go play for a national championship. We're going to swing as hard as we possibly can. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
On the Blitz.
Good morning. Welcome into the Morning Blitz, 6:06. Kelly, Quinn's back. Thick Rick, I'm Lewis. You're a little disoriented over there.
My fault.
Is that me?
Yeah, that's you.
Hi, guys.
Boy, it only takes a couple days to get rusty, huh?
Oh, my gosh, I'm so rusty. I had eyeball surgery, and let me tell you something. It's very weird when your vision is kind of, like, weird. It's so unsettling.
Yeah?
Now I'm wearing glasses. I've never looked at you guys with glasses, with vision correction before.
You
Probably you want the patch back, don't
Right.
you? I don't
You
blame
guys
you.
are a couple of handsome men.
Oh, please.
Well, look at that. Look what I've been missing
Keep
all
in mind,
these
she
years.
said she just had eye surgery.
Right.
Her vision is not on par.
Right?
It's usually what happens when statements like that are made. But it went okay.
Went fine.
Good.
Just in the healing process. So things aren't quite normal yet. So
You seemed jovial when I checked in on you the other day.
yes, yeah. I felt jovial. That's
Good.
what anesthesia will do for you.
But in those few seconds when you're going under,
It's wild.
it's awesome.
Well, that was the most panicked I felt because, you don't want someone messing with your eye. So I felt panicked, but as soon as that, like you feel that feeling in your throat, that kind of burning before you go completely under. And then it was like the rest of the time they put you under to numb up your eyeball.
Sure.
This is so gross. It makes me sick to think about. But then they bring you out of it during the surgery so that you can follow the directions of the surgeon. And so I'm aware.
Yeah, but it's like light sedation at
Light
that point,
sedation.
right?
I'm aware, but I'm feeling so great. I'm like, you could have done anything at that point. Like and you know how I have claustrophobia, and they have to put like they have to pack something over your face and only expose the one eye.
Right, yeah.
Did that bother me even in the slightest?
No.
Not a bit.
Wow.
Nothing bothered me. Everything was A-okay. I still sort of feel that way, so you guys are lucky today.
Let me tell you.
Nothing's going to bother me. I still have some anesthesia in my body.
You got the librarian glasses going,
Yes.
but you offset it with the camouflage jacket, so you've got this like badass vibe, librarian vibe.
It's a
going.
great look.
all
It is
right.
a great look. But I imagine when they brought you back into the light sedation, you're just laying there feeling great. And they're like sticking a needle in her eye, and Kelly's over here.
I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball.
That's exactly right. I almost broke out into song.
Imagine what.
That's exactly right, Thick.
This is how I envision my first ever colonoscopy going.
Hey, it is like that. Speaking from one who has experience.
Yeah.
It is like that. You're like, I could care less what is happening to my body right now.
You done yet?
Oh my gosh! On that topic,
Colonoscopies?
well, according to a new report, your next prostate exam could be done by a robotic finger.
Ooh.
No.
Well, what if that's the only way they'll do it now?
No.
What are you going to do?
Okay, wait a minute. Wouldn't it be better for a robot finger than a human finger?
Yes.
I don't know, but
Yes!
I feel like, isn't that something that they can, like, you could get a self-kit and do that at home by yourself?
Well, and maybe eventually that's what we'll have, because I know my doctor told me that when it comes to physicals, that there are already places that do this. You will just prick your finger, couple drops of blood on whatever they'll give you to put it in a vial and send it in, and they'll do your physical from that. You won't even have to go into the doctor.
Nice.
Yeah, I want the at-home colonoscopy kit. Get in the shower. I'll bust that thing out today.
Well,
No, the at-home is when you poop in the box and send your poop in the
I
mail.
knew a girl that's her job. She categorized. She
To
made
poop in a
good-
box?
No. That's on the hub. Her job was when people would box up their crap and send it in.
Yeah, she tests it?
No, she categorized it.
Oh, wow.
Where it needed to go.
Well, this
Make
is
good money doing that.
This is called a BSF, a bio-inspired soft finger. Bends just like a normal finger. Obviously, no human attached to it. And it's not just for prostate exams,
I'm
too.
sure it's not. multiple use out of that bio finger.
Well, I mean, the finger can, they can put it on somebody's wrist and measure their pulse, that type of stuff. Because that's the thing, is it's got abilities in the tip of the finger. You know what I mean? So when they use it for the prostate exam, it can tell stuff just right there, just like that. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. What happens when the finger turns on you, though?
Right?
You know?
I don't know.
That's so funny. I tell Kelly about an old horror movie with Michael Caine called The Hand,
Yes.
where he had a hand transplant, and it came from like some serial
murderer,
killer, and he
yeah.
couldn't control his own hand, and it was killing people
See
and
what I'm
stuff.
saying?
I don't want the robot anything.
But they think that the technology could also be used to find lumps on breast tissue. So after you get all squeezed in that mammogram machine, another robot's going to feel you up.
I always wanted to set up my own personal mammogram booth, like outside of like a cancer walk. What? Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Ladies, come get checked.
Big boobs.
I don't feel a thing. I think you're
the
fine.
FBI, the federal booby inspector.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
I feel like I'd be doing a public service. He was either that or become a postman. I'm a giver. I'm a selfish lover, but in other aspects, I'm quite the giver.
Oh, okay. That's not
said-
going to win you any dates.
Doug said, "Thank God you're back, Kelly. Since you've been gone, it's been nothing but poop jokes and whores."
Even Carrie said, "Welcome back, KQ. We missed you. Not easy listening to these unchecked goofballs the last 2 days." Just kidding.
I told Lewis on Tuesday, I said, okay, we got to get through 2 days without getting fired. Right.
Joe
It
wants
is great to have you back.
Joe wants to know if the bio finger is sold at Spencer's or Lion's Den. I think there's probably multiple places you could get one of those.
All right. Morning Blitz trivia, $25 up for grabs to Water Beds and Stuff and Beds and Stuff Superstores if you're the first one to text in the correct answer. There's a new show coming called Rockstar Kitchen Chronicles. And it will be hosted by a rock band singer. So what rock star is going to be the host of the Rockstar Kitchen Chronicles? Tell us at 99-700. Be first, get the gift card.
Godsmack on the Morning Blitz, 622. Kelly Quinn is back. I'm Lewis. He's Thick Rick. Good morning.
Hi.
Listen to that. I love hearing that voice back here.
Oh, you guys are really buttering me up. I love it.
Big old bright.
You
Hi.
should have
Well,
heard the way
keep
he
it
talked
coming.
about you when you were gone.
Uh-oh.
well, I mean, the last 2 days, all Lewis wanted to do was talk about weird sex
No,
stuff.
that's not even. Kelly, he came in and he's like, "It's going to be a great day."
What?
He was so excited. I've never seen him more vibrant in the morning.
What are you talking about?
When Kelly was gone.
Oh, you're full of crap.
Football talk. That's all he wanted to talk about, football. To the point where even Kelly, was like, "Rick, enough of the football.
We didn't even really talk about it that much either, did
There's
we?
not even a game tonight."
So basically, I'm like the hall monitor in here.
Yes. Well, you
is that
keep
my
us
role?
in. You keep us in line.
Okay. I love it.
Exactly. Sunny and 61 today, by the way, if you're playing along at home for the weather. It's cold out. I walked out this morning, and this was the first morning that I was like,
It was supposed to get down to 35. It's 30.
yeah, a little cold this
It
morning.
is below freezing, and I just want to go hug my plants.
I got in the vehicle, and I'm like, oh, there's like a layer of frost on the windshield. Forgot about this. But it is what it is.
I've been informed by several, though, that the cold temperatures will help ripen the buds faster.
Well, that's really,
So, but they're all covered.
it's really all it comes down to. He sleeps next to his plants now.
I knew it.
But the
Do you
one's
spoon
drying.
it? He spoons them?
does.
Oh.
The one's drying downstairs, but the other one's still outside, but it's covered. So
He sleeps with the one downstairs.
I don't understand why one is downstairs and one's still outside.
He has a
Because it
favorite. He
was-
likes the one more than the other.
no, the one was ready.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't always go at the same time.
gotcha.
So the buds on that one were ready, and it needed to come out and start drying.
How
the other
long
one,
are they drying for?
like 1.5 to 2 weeks.
When's the first smoke, baby?
Well, let's see. That one started Saturday, so probably in a week I might be able to sample it. Yeah, because it's got to dry for a week and it's got to cure for almost another week. So, which just means dry, I guess.
Druggy.
Jeez. All right, our Morning Blitz trivia. What?
I just feel like you're setting a terrible example for youth. I mean, you're talking about growing and smoking your own weed. You know, there's probably some kid someplace that might have started down a path of being drug-free, but not anymore. Thanks, Rick. I'm just kidding.
somehow
I
I-
could barely say
I'm
that
like,
with a straight face.
Dude, what station are you on
I
right
barely
now?
could say that with a straight face. How I got that out.
Our entire audience is going, what's he
I know.
What?
What are you doing?
What are you going to say, Kelly?
Yeah.
Nothing.
The line to kick Lewis's ass is now forming at the front door.
Right? All right, so our Morning Blitz trivia question was, there's a new show coming out called Rockstar Kitchen Chronicles, and it will be hosted by what rock star? And the answer is Gavin Rossdale from Bush.
Hey, how about that?
They will invite celebrity guests into his home for engaging cooking experiences. And I remember when we talked to him, Lewis, he's all about cooking. He loves to cook.
He makes a bolognese that I made.
That's right. Yeah, I remember because you interviewed him. How long? That was
I interviewed him
years ago.
I interviewed him a couple times during the pandemic. Him and I had a couple of Zooms during the pandemic, and one of which we talked about cooking.
Well, so they'll engage in cooking, discussions, and live music. So a little cooking, a little talking, play a couple tunes, and it will have like Serena Williams is going to be on, Selma Blair, Brooke Shields, Sir Tom Jones. When did Tom Jones become a sir?
It's not unusual to be loved by anyone.
When did he become a sir?
I don't know, but he should be a sir. It fits.
Really?
Yeah. What is that, when you're knighted or something?
Yeah, like Sir Elton John. Sir Paul McCartney,
right.
But I never knew Tom Jones was, became a sir.
Good
I
for
didn't
Gavin.
even know he was British, so there you go.
Well, I don't know that he is. Is he?
Born in the UK.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good from
He
Gavin
sounds
Rossdale.
English. Yeah. Here's a. Let me see here. I got a little clip here. Where'd it go? Where'd my clip go? Oh, here we go.
Want to go eat some food?
I do.
Miles Davis said that every musician should be able to cook. So I took that as a great inspiration with my love affair with food. My mum told me always to do that.
I had some battle scars, and I had some situations where the system went out. And what do? You got to entertain still.
We come from basically nothing, then you make these lives. How do you navigate that?
It wasn't that big a deal that I was diagnosed with MS. It was that it had gone on so long.
That was Selma Blair.
I don't want to get so comfortable doing one thing that I'm too scared to try anything else.
And I don't know, another one, Jack McBrayer.
Oh, I love Jack McBrayer.
I don't know who that is.
He's from 30 Rock. He played Kenneth.
Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
I do know who that is. I just didn't actually, I guess, know his name. I know who Kenneth is. But, yeah. I don't know this service. It's called Watch Free Plus.
Couldn't tell you.
Okay, now, may I just say one thing, not in criticism, maybe in criticism, but why does everything have to be so dramatic?
Oh, I know.
Like every single thing on television that has anything to do with sort of a reality,
Because they do.
it just has to be the most dramatic thing in the world. We can't just have fun.
No.
We've got to have a massively dramatic story. Now,
As soon as you meet a reality contestant, 3 minutes into the introduction, cue the sad music, and here's the life trauma that they're going through right now.
yeah, it's like they
You know,
figured that out on American Idol
Right.
when they had one when they had one sad story, and they're like, oh no, now everyone's story needs to be sad.
17 of you grew up in a one-bedroom apartment, and then, you and your brother were close until recently you lost him in a tragic bass fishing accident, and now you've mustered up
why?
the strength to go on.
Why's it going to be a bass fishing accident?
Wait, was that from Caddyshack?
No, I don't think so. But no, there is always some kind of drama.
See, Kelly always thinks you're doing a movie now.
No. Then, you learn to play the piano, but only 2 of your fingers work on your left hand due to some rare nerve condition that you contracted when you were feeding homeless children in the Sudan.
Oh, my gosh. All right. Well, anyway, Rebecca Hobson from Groveport. What, Kelly?
It is from Jerry Maguire.
Is it
Your
really?
brother lost his leg in a tragic bass fishing accident.
Lewis!
I didn't even know that must have mentally came out.
Wow.
I knew it was a movie line.
I didn't just mentally
I
been
love
floating
that.
around up there.
So congrats to Rebecca Hobson from Groveport. She was the first one to text in Gavin Rossdale, and she's got $25 to go spend at Water Beds and Stuff and Beds and Stuff Superstores.
It's the Morning Blitz.
And now it's time for I've Got Something.
Let's see if these dummies have anything worthwhile for us.
All right, it's 6:39 on a day where it will be cold this morning, and then we'll get into the low 60s. So that's what you got weather-wise.
A lot of sun today.
A lot of sun. And tomorrow.
Good. All weekend.
Would you like to go first, or would you like Kelly Quinn to go first? Would you like me to go first?
I mean, she's back after 2 days. I think we should.
This is a little bit of I guess it's a day-old story, but since I wasn't here, I really, really wanted to do this one. You remember those, really heartbreaking pictures and video we saw of that dog in Tampa that was basically tied up to a fence, and it was up to its chest in water right before Hurricane Milton hit. And everybody was like, what is going on? This is the most inhumane thing I've ever seen. So anyway, a man has been arrested. The owner of this dog. They found the owner of this dog that was abandoned. It's a 23-year-old guy from Ruskin, Florida, and he is now facing a charge of felony aggravated animal cruelty. Now, this dog was abandoned near a highway in floodwaters up to his chest. The dog has been nicknamed Trooper by the Florida Highway Patrol. They were able to save this dog, thank God, but they were getting report after report of a dog in distress tied up to a fence near the highway. So they managed to take the dog into the vet. He was examined for injuries, received a clean bill of health, and was with a foster family. Well, get this. The audacity of this dog's owner called the shelter to get his dog back. Called the shelter. They're like, we don't have your dog. He called a Tampa shelter. We moved your dog to a shelter in Tallahassee. So the Tallahassee shelter ended up calling this guy and saying, hey, we've got your dog. The dog's with a foster family. Would you agree to give up the dog? I mean, you abandoned the dog. The dog could have died because of what you did. Will you surrender the dog to us? And he said, well, is the foster family going to take good care of him? They're like, sir, you abandoned this dog in floodwaters up to his chest, and now you want to know if the dog's going to be taken care of. Anyway, they sent the cops. They arrested the guy. He's being charged with 1 count of felony aggravated animal cruelty.
Was he driving out of town? I mean, why didn't he just take the dog? I don't understand why he didn't take it with him.
Because the guy is a wreck.
Okay.
Well, I don't know why. I have no idea what his motives are, but he obviously is not thinking straight when he thinks he can abandon the dog and then go get it back from the shelter. Why didn't you drop it off at the shelter, my man?
Yeah, why did you tie it up? I mean, you know a hurricane's coming, you're going to tie the dog up.
Yeah, the fact that you left your dog and you didn't even give it a fighting chance. Dude, please come get your dog. I'd like to meet you. Introduce myself, say hi, kick your teeth down your throat. You know, the usual.
It's like random passersby had to care about the dog more than its owner to get this thing saved.
Right.
So anyway, yay. I hope he has to pay a stiff fine and maybe some weekends in jail. I'll be okay with that.
All right, I've got something. Dumb people, man. A woman in Montclair, New Jersey, posted a video. She got upset. She saw this restaurant, and they had flags out front. And I'll just play the audio, and that'll tell you everything you need to know.
I'm taking this down. What are they going to do? They can't do nothing. I don't stand for this. There's genocide. I don't support it. This is not okay.
This is Greeky.
Who's this?
This is Greeky.
What?
Greeky.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was Israel. My bad.
Oh, so it's a Greek restaurant, and they have Greek flags out front, and she thought they were Israeli flags. So she started tearing down their flags, and then the guy goes, hey, this is a Greek restaurant. These are Greek flags. And that was her response. Oh, my bad. But then this idiot posted this video online, and she got just destroyed by people who saw it. And then she had to delete her account. She removed her account afterward. And
well, to be fair to her, the flags don't look anything alike. You moron. They're both blue and white. I will give her that.
Yeah.
That's it. But what are you doing taking anybody's personal property down?
Well, it's just, I mean, you see this stuff's going on, and everybody thinks they're part of some movement, and they're just stupid, and half of them don't even know what they're protesting against. And so then she took the video down, but obviously it was already out there, and once you post it, it's forever on the internet. So there it was.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
I know, right?
That's embarrassing.
But why when you found out that you made a mistake, and she said, oh, my bad, why would you then still post the video online?
Look how dumb I am.
Right.
Right.
That's the thing I didn't understand.
Yeah, that's...
Okay, you made a mistake. You're human. I get that. But you want to post your mistake on?
That's what we do.
And obviously she wasn't doing it for clicks, because she then cut off her account. So, I mean...
Well,
I love people posting things with so much confidence, and they're like, Oops.
Yeah. I guess it's my turn, isn't it?
Sure. Did you find something?
I do. I had this a couple days, and I actually saved this because I knew you were gone, and I wanted you to hear this because it pertains to you.
Okay.
Oh. Bananas contain about 450 milligrams of potassium.
All right. Yeah.
You're prone to have a banana in your smoothie every morning, right?
Every morning.
I have a banana every morning.
Look at us. We're so potassium rich.
We are. But you don't share your banana at the same time that Kelly and I tend to have our bananas.
No, I eat mine before I come to work.
Like
I don't eat on company time.
No,
I work.
you know what? Let me tell you something. Vic doesn't eat his banana at work anymore because we used to make fun of him because it was weird watching someone eat a banana.
I'm sure it is.
So now he does it before he gets here.
Facts.
Poor guy. I'm sorry.
He doesn't eat on company time. He's the pillar of a good employee over there.
It is.
Excuse me, but I am.
I challenge any of you to watch a coworker eat a banana. It's very bizarre.
There's some coworkers I would pay to watch eat a banana. Now, about 0.1% of that potassium is actually radioactive.
What? Oh, is that what makes your pee glow? Remember they say that it'll glow if you have too much potassium?
Remember? What are you talking about?
Yeah, if you have
just so you know, buyer beware. If, hypothetically, you were to sit down and eat 150 trillion bananas in one sitting, you would die from radiation poisoning.
How many?
150 trillion.
Oh.
Okay.
A
All right.
trillion.
So we're probably good.
So if you go on a banana binge, you better keep that in check. Don't eat 150 trillion of them all in one sitting.
2 years later, I finished them.
I'm dead. So, yeah.
All right.
Just so you know, everything out there is designed to kill you. Even a banana.
Even a banana.
We are safe from nothing.
Just gotta be careful. I'm just saying. It's a dangerous world out there. Good morning. It's 6:50 on the Morning Blitz with Thick Rick, Kelly, Quinn, Lewis on a Thursday.
Yo. Oh, it's a good day.
For who?
Just for all of us. Close to the weekend. We don't have a Buckeye game this weekend, but
Yeah, what is with 2 bye weeks? That is like we're playing college football, aren't we?
not anymore. It's pro now.
I know, it is annoying. Very annoying. I kind of want to talk about what I just told you, but I kind of want to wait.
Yeah, we can.
Okay,
I mean, it's a good story. I mean, especially, we were talking about scams last week. And
let's wait.
This is a good
Let's
one.
wait.
All right.
Hold it in.
I don't know why this stuff keeps happening to you, though.
You getting
Karma.
scammed again?
Yeah.
Legit.
I mean, yeah, for real. It's a kind of a scary one.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, we should talk about
Did they make you strip down? Have you
I
ever seen
probably
those
would.
scams
What?
where you're on the phone? And
I
they
do that.
make you-
I do that intentionally. When they ask, send a pic, it's usually, oh, you didn't want a nude? Sorry.
No, seriously. Let's get into it after Kelly's news.
Okay.
Seriously.
That's what you want to do.
Yeah. Dude, it's a crazy story.
Jump on in. The water's warm.
I mean, unless you don't want to tell it.
No, we're fine. I just don't want it to be all about me.
Well, people need to know this kind of stuff goes on.
This is true.
This was one I'd never heard of.
This is true.
Okay, well, let's do it after Kelly's news.
Okay.
I will tell you now, though, this week we got interviews and town halls with our candidates and stuff, and this kind of surprised me because one thing we've all said was we can't wait till the election's over, right?
Yes.
I mean, we just want it over and we all want to move on. But believe it or not everybody agrees with us. A poll of 3,000 Americans were asked, are you generally enjoying the presidential election or do you just wish it were over? Now, the majority are like us. 2/3 actually of people said they can't wait till it's over. 12% said they're not sure. Okay. But 20% of Americans say they are enjoying it and they don't want it to end.
Those are the people, I guarantee you, who are chronically online and love to fight.
You think?
Yep, 100%.
Yeah,
because
I would
it makes them feel engaged, like they have a purpose, and they are out there, keyboard warrioring it.
Well, the majority of the 20%, the biggest demographic of them are young men living in the northeastern U.S. who are Democrats and Republicans, both.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with that. It's the people that are like...
You wake up in the morning and you want to say, let me get into an online fight today. I cannot wait.
If you're the person that turns everything political, you know what I mean? Everything political.
Yeah.
Computer won't work. Damn inflation.
The demographic that hates it the most? Female boomers in the Midwest.
Hey, how about that?
Elsewhere in the poll, 43% of people say they've heard too much about the election. 33% say not enough. They haven't got enough information. 10% say there's not enough discussion about the election. I'm like, where are you? What are you guys watching?
Now, hold on. Is there not enough information because you're hearing something, regardless of what side of the coin you're on, you're hearing something that you don't like, so you have to,
fact check? Or?
Yeah. You're not getting.
That's not a bad idea.
There's not enough information, or not enough information that fits in with your ideas that you want to hear?
Oh, well, I mean, there's enough information out there because you can pick what you want, what news you want. Like,
Right.
We've talked about that confirmational bias in the media. Most people will watch what they want to be true.
Sure.
Like if you're a Democrat and you want all the Democrat positivity, you're watching MSNBC, CNN. If you want all the Republican positivity, you're watching Fox News, News Nation.
It's amazing what you'll believe, because if pick your news network, flip a coin, doesn't matter which one it is. If they tell you a building is on fire, you 100% believe that network when they tell you that building is on fire.
Yeah.
But if it's something political that you don't like, they don't know what they're talking about. I'm going to flip over here so I can hear what they have to say.
Well, and it's the old saying, there's two sides to every story, and the truth is probably somewhere in the middle.
There's
There's two sides to every story, and then there's the algorithm that gives you exactly what you want to see, video after video after video.
Exactly.
Which, to be honest, I like. And I think most people do. If we're being honest, you like confirmation bias. You enjoy thinking that other people feel the way you do. It satisfies something in you. Now, it may not be balanced at all.
Right.
It makes you feel better.
Funny, though, Kelly, yesterday, the Morning Blitz trivia question was, this only takes 35 minutes to become addicted to. It's not a drug. It's not something you ingest. The answer, TikTok.
Yeah.
TikTok. 35 minutes of TikTok videos, and you're addicted.
Heck yeah.
Isn't that
It's the same
crazy?
thing with Reels. You just start scrolling. It's very
Just
satisfying.
nonstop,
Short
man.
form videos.
Yeah.
You turn around and go, wait, I started this 3 hours ago.
Yes.
Have you done that?
You know what I'm sick
Every
of?
day.
I get a text from both parties every day.
Every day.
And I'm like, for the love of God, stop.
And my mom's getting them too. I have gotten zero.
Oh, really?
How is that?
I don't know. but
My
I get 'em
response
all
has
the
been,
time.
stop. Effing stop.
This guy did this. He's terrible for the economy. Blah, 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 blah. Vote for, it's like, oh, and like you'll get them like 5 minutes apart. One for one guy and then one for the other guy. It's usually Marino and the other guy.
Yeah,
in
Bernie
Ohio.
Marino.
And who's the other one?
Sheriff
Sheriff Brown.
Yeah, Brown and Marino. Those
Although
are the
I
ones
saw a
keep
dude
getting.
last night I've never seen before.
Oh,
like
yeah?
they squeezed him in between the Bernie Marino and Sheriff Brown type thing.
And now, three things you need to know before you go.
Well, how about this? Classes canceled today at Buckeye Valley local schools in Delaware County. District officials say multiple bus drivers are sick and cannot provide transportation. Lucky ducks. This is just a very sad story. Former One Direction singer Liam Payne, 1/5 of the British boy band One Direction, died outside a hotel in the Argentine capital of Buenos Aires yesterday. He was 31 years old. Apparently, he fell from this third-floor balcony of the Casa Sur Hotel and pronounced dead at the scene. Police had been called to the hotel earlier on a report of an aggressive man. And the caller, it was in Spanish, so translated from Spanish, he said, quote, "We have a guest who is off his head on drugs and alcohol, and when he's conscious, he's destroying everything in the room. We urgently need you to send someone. We don't know if his life is in danger." So, indeed, his life was in danger. It's not clear whether authorities believe his fall from the balcony was intentional or accidental. But Liam Payne from One Direction, dead at the age of 31.
His girlfriend said he was always talking about how he thought he would face an early death.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's eerie. Well, this is great news coming from the Federal Trade Commission. The commission is making it easier to cancel digital subscriptions. It announced it will soon put in place a final click to cancel rule. It would require sellers to make it just as easy for consumers to cancel their enrollment as it is to sign up. which is really needed. FTC Chair Lena Khan said that the rule will end businesses' tricks and traps, saying they make people jump through endless hoops just to cancel a subscription. I wish they could do that with like Spectrum and, when you're on the phone trying to cancel as well. And they're like, can we interest you in blah, blah, blah? And you're like, no, I just want to cancel. Well, hang on just a minute. That's above my pay grade. I need for you to talk to my boss. And then it's like
it's endless. Yeah.
Very annoying. But apparently with these online subscriptions, in 180 days, these new rules take effect to make it much easier. The FTC says businesses also have to disclose when your free trial or any other promotional offer is ending. So you get an alert, which is nice. Mm-hmm. And those are your 3 things.
It's the Morning Blitz, 7:09. Thick Rick, Kelly Quinn. I'm Lewis. Good morning. Thanks for waking up with us. All right. So it's been a rough week for me, scam-wise, right? Month. Yeah. My card got hacked during the Verizon outage. Got that taken care of. I was trying to pay someone on Venmo a couple days ago. My card gets blocked.
Oh, no.
Because of Venmo. So then,
you missed all of that,
missed this. My card gets blocked in the middle of a transaction on Venmo, so I had to call the bank and go, it's really me. I'm the one paying $200. Please unblock my card.
That's exactly what a scammer would say.
I know.
I was ready to do this on the air yesterday because when we'd have a long break, he would call. He's trying to call Venmo and he's getting the voice, the
so
whatever. It kept saying our hours are 6 a.m. to whatever, and it was already after 6 a.m.
Then I'm leaving after I make this transaction. I'm leaving, and I said, the block is gone off my card, right? I'm like, okay, because here's my thing. I've got like 17 miles left until I'm empty. I really need to get some gas.
Oh, no.
And at the time, I thought I was going to have to shell out $800 to get my Jeep back, too. So I'm like, I'm going to also have a really large transaction later today that I really need to go through. No problem, sir. There's no block on your card. All right, great. I get to the gas station. Card decline. Took me 15 minutes to get my card, to call them back and go, really need you to unblock my card because I can't get gas right now.
Oh, what a nightmare.
So I go through that. Now, I got to preface this story because we only have a couple of minutes, so I'll tell you the basic story that happened to me yesterday. Once upon a time, Lauren and I bought a very large TV. And we went to IKEA prior to large TV being delivered and bought our own TV stand that we wanted.
Okay.
When they delivered the said TV stand, had no idea that a TV stand came with it. So we had 2 TV stands.
Oh, okay.
So this was my first, you know what? Let's just sell it on Craigslist. So we put our TV stand up on Craigslist for a couple of $100. All of a sudden, I get an offer for my TV stand, and the dude sends me like a check for $3,000. Oh, my accountant sent you the wrong thing. Send me back the opposite. And I'm like, no. Turns out, I ended up stumbling upon, I called the bank on this check because I'd never had this happen to me before. The scam is they send you $3,000, you take the money out of your what was for your whatever you're selling, and then send them back the difference. What happens is when the bank figures out that check isn't good, they zing you for the entire amount and rip it back out of your account later, so you're out the whole $3,000.
Oh.
So I call the bank on this, and they say, yeah, it would have taken them a while to figure this out, but yeah, eventually that was a scam check. Turns out there was a former NFL player that played for the Chargers back in the 80s that ran a charity and did investments for people. And I stumbled across over like $200 and some odd $1,000 worth of these checks that were floating around out there. Ended up talking to this guy, and he's like, "You ever want to make an investment? Normally, I have a minimum. I have a minimum that you can invest, but I'll put one in for you for what you did for helping me out or whatever." Turned out being a nice guy. So now I have a similar situation from yesterday from what I thought was a legitimate company until about 10 minutes ago.
Unbelievable.
It's the Morning Blitz, 724. Kelly Quinn's back. Thick Rick. I'm Lewis. All right. Part 2 of this story. So that was my Craigslist scam from years ago. A little behind the curtain in radio. The way we make money, additional money, I should say, is by using our voices for other things. So you hear Rick talk about Window Nation. You hear me talk about Tri-State Men's Health, stuff like that. During the pandemic, a lot of that stuff went away. because there just wasn't, like, I remember I used to get paid by DraftKings for the month because I was in Indianapolis at the time and Indiana had just gotten gambling. So DraftKings was huge. Like, we were, all the time. Well, then sports went away.
Right.
So all of a sudden DraftKings doesn't pay anymore because they don't mean to talk about sports that aren't happening. So you start doing other things to supplement your money. So another person one of our peers turned me on to a voiceover website where you go to and it's like a pool of people and you can do voiceover work for various companies across the country. And I've been doing this since 2020. And I've had a few jobs that have paid a little bit of money here and there and a few jobs that have paid pretty well. And it all goes through one site. You get paid, they PayPal you or whatever. So I get this thing the other day for a script it was like $700 job. So I'm like, yeah, okay, cool, whatever, no big deal. So I throw up they give you a sample, and on the site they give you a sample, which is like you do like a sample script, you read it. I got a thing back saying, hey, we want to hire you. We think your voice is great for this. Cool, okay. So I start going through the motions. Well, then she sends me an email and says, instead of going through site, she said, can you go through this other email? And I'm like, yeah, okay, it's fine. And I thought it was legit because you put it through the actual site that everybody uses. So she said, we do want to hire you, but we're going through the company. She sends me a contract. Looks like a legitimate contract, whatever, it's literally for one thing, and it's for the price we agreed on. So I'm like, okay. So like, I need the contract back. I need a W-9, and I need, an invoice from you, all of which sounds completely legit. So I go through the motions. I cut this script. I send her the audio yesterday. She then says she'll send me a check, which I thought was unheard of, but I'm like, okay. So before I do anything, I Google the company. It's a grocery store chain in Massachusetts. They are legit. They have legitimate commercials. They have a physical address. They have buildings. I'm like, okay, looks legit. So I cut it. This morning, I wake up to... attached is your check for the project. You can open the file using your name in all lowercase. The check amount is for $2,450 with $1,800 designated to the visual artist. Now, when she sent me the script, there was my part that was vocal, and then in the caption was, this is the shot of the grocery store they want here, they want people shopping here, and it kind of plays out like a TV commercial with the voiceover to it. So, I looked through that and I'm like, okay. And so I start reading this. It's like $1,800 of which is designated for the visual artist. Due to the nature of this project, payroll could only issue one combined payment. However, we prioritize sending your payment first to avoid delays, given how promptly and professionally you completed your portion. Right? Once you receive the check, follow the instructions to print and deposit. Wow. Print the check in color for best results. Mobile deposit instructions, ATM deposit. Here's the kicker, and this is the part where like all my red flags went. Not that they haven't been going crazy already, but here's the other one. After you deposit the check, please send a confirmation of the deposit. Once the funds are available in your account, kindly provide a screenshot. I will share the visual artist payment information so you can forward their $1,800 via Zelle or wire transfer. Thank you for your professionalism. We're looking forward to continuing our smooth collaboration on the project. F-U. Capital F-U.
That is amazing.
Do you turn them in?
I'm going to
turn them into?
Oh, customer service opens in 32 minutes for the site that I go to.
Yeah.
Like, it's a complete, like, there's no way. But here's my problem. I sent them an invoice, and I sent them a 1099. Now, I think the 1099 I pulled off my computer was from 2017, so it's got old address and info, but I'm pretty sure my social's on there. So now I'm a little panicked. But I haven't done anything with the check yet, so they can't have any access to...
Right.
They have none of my account information, so they can't get into my accounts or whatever.
That's what's crazy is you do your due diligence. You look it all up. You try to make sure everything's legitimate. You look at the contract and all that, and it all looks fine. So, that's the distressing thing is they don't make it as obvious anymore that they're trying to rip you off until it's too late. Oh, gosh. Well...
Yeah. So be careful.
Well, it's amazing because before you told the story, while we were playing the song there, Faith texted in and said this is a very common thing. They give you a check and the check doesn't clear, And then they want a confirmation screenshot through Zelle, but when you go to get your account, the money isn't there. And she said, I see fake checks daily. So I don't know if she's in banking or what.
If you give me your routing number and social security number, I'll take care of all this for you.
Thanks, I appreciate that. You do that for me?
I would.
Thank you. So yeah, buyer beware. Be careful out there. Because again, like I said, had it not have come from this site that I'd been using since 2020, like I wouldn't have thought anything. I wouldn't have thought anything of it. Like I would have just,
Nick. Oh, go ahead.
Nick said kindly is the number one scammer word.
Yeah.
I will give her credit, though. There's a lot of very good, proper grammar used in that email, and typically in a lot of scam emails, there's not. I mean, I've won the Nigerian lottery like 30 times, and the grammar's been terrible in those emails, so,
Jeez. Peggy said somebody has my social security number and has tried to file for unemployment with it and also tried to get credit cards with it. I've had to lock my credit down so nobody can do a credit check, and it is very stressful, worrying every day. Oh, Peggy, I can imagine. That's got to be just drive you insane.
Yeah, Matt said he's the Princess of Munda. If I send him $10,000 to bail him out, I'll make me a very rich man. Really, dude? Seriously? You do that for me?
Now, on a whole other issue, Doug says every time I try to cancel my subscription to Lewis's OnlyFans, he changes his policies.
I'm just trying to compete with the changing digital world. 7:41 on the Morning Blitz. Kelly Quinn, Thick Rick, I'm Lewis. Good morning.
What's happening?
Living the dream, 1 minute at a time.
Kelly's a little worried. She had maybe kind of like a little brain fog going on.
I do. Like, I was under anesthesia less than 48 hours ago for my eyeball surgery, and
let the excuses fly.
Hey, now.
I don't know. It seems weird. Like, your eyesight's really connected with your brain. I don't know if you know that.
You know what? To be fair, I will close my eyes and play the game.
I told her she should do that.
I'll use the Force.
I still feel like with like the foggiest brain, I still might be able to pull out a win here.
Well, Kelly's going for a three-peat and Think Fast today.
Oh, God.
And Kelly, you are playing for Quentin in Asheville.
Oh, Quinn and Quentin. I love it.
Quentin. Yes. And Lewis, you will be playing for Corey.
All right, let's do this.
Now, the winner will get to pick tickets either to see Sarah Silverman or Sam Morrill, two great comedians coming to town.
Oh, brother.
She's taking the glasses off.
No pressure.
I told him, just close your eyes and play.
Maybe it's best if I can't see your face, Lewis.
I've heard that a lot.
I mean, I don't know. That has nothing to do with Kelly's.
This goes well beyond Think Fast. I didn't believe that even gets uttered in the residence that I reside in.
All right, so we play 3 rounds of this. This is just a lot of random stuff here. You just got to answer as quick as you can, and we'll go through the 3 rounds and see who wins on the other side. The first round, I will give you the clue and the letter that it must start with. So I will say this something, and it must start with this letter.
Okay.
You've played the game before. You know how that works. All right. A type of alcohol that starts with the letter S.
Sambuca. I got it.
I know. What did he say?
Sambuca.
You did not.
Yes, I did.
You tried
you
to
were you were faster than me, but you said it.
Okay.
I do feel like you tried to hang on my coattails with the last consonant. Or no.
Well, he said you were first.
I said you were first.
I know. But I feel like you said...
Why are you fighting me on the win that I'm giving you?
But I don't feel like you should be giving it to me. I feel like you should admit you really just said...
He is. That's what he's doing.
Okay. So you're not giving me anything. I genuinely want it.
You won it.
Sorry.
I thought you guys would say schnapps.
No, Sambuca.
I don't even know what Sambuca is.
It's a licorice flavored liqueur.
That's why. I'd say I drank it. I just know I'm aware of it.
All right. A school supply for a kindergartner that starts with the letter G.
Glue.
Oh, man.
That was me.
I feel like it was a tie, man.
I feel like that was me.
No, I don't think so. I just had surgery. Come on.
Oh, come on. I feel like we're even in 1-1 on that one.
If I'm being honest,
it's okay.
I thought I heard Lewis's voice split second first.
That's fine.
We can go back and listen if it's close.
No.
If we end up in like some sort of tie, we'll go back and listen.
Okay, all right.
but I thought I heard him first.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
A vegetable that starts with the letter T.
Tomato. Tomato.
Okay.
That's a fruit, so
Yep,
I'm going to
that's a
say...
fruit.
No.
Yes,
Turnip.
it is. Yes.
Okay, very good. Very good. I still couldn't get it, even though I knew you said a fruit.
A fruit. It is.
Yeah, tomato's a fruit.
I know it is. But no one has a fruit salad with tomato on it.
And plus, it's not a tomato either, but go on.
They're trying to work that brain fast.
Oh,
Think
gosh.
fast.
Oh, crap. I'm behind the 8 ball here. Go on.
All right. A bill you get monthly that starts with the letter G.
Gas bill.
Yep.
Quentin, you better start saying your prayers.
All right. And finally in this round, something in the door of your refrigerator that starts with the letter J.
Jelly.
That one.
I kind of feel like you got that.
I
Lewis,
think it
if
was a
I'm-
tie, but Lewis
All
had
right.
3 of the 5, so he got the round. Even
All
if
right.
no matter who got that one.
Next.
All right. You guys are going to hate me for this, but I tried to make them a lot easier
Oh,
this
no.
week. Finish the
Oh,
slogan.
come on. This is the worst category ever in this game.
Get your mind ready.
All right.
Think fast. Here we go. Like a good neighbor.
State Farm is there.
See,
That's a tie.
now it's too easy. All right. Ready?
Yeah.
Quality never goes.
Out of style.
Yes.
What's that?
Levi's.
I didn't even know what the brand was. I just knew the slogan.
Ready?
Yep.
Nothing runs.
Like a on empty.
Nothing runs.
Nothing runs like.
A Maytag.
Nothing runs like.
Forrest Gump.
Really? Nothing runs like.
Your mom?
Nothing
know
runs
she's
like
listening.
a train. Nothing runs like a train.
Really? This is a company.
Yeah.
Remember, it's a
train
company
heating
slogan.
and cooling.
Train heating
I
and
feel
cooling.
like that's
Logan's
a good
Heating
one
and
for them.
Services.
No.
Nothing runs like something in the oven.
All right. Nobody got this. Nothing runs like a deer. John Deere.
Oh, yeah.
And
Okay.
For all the yard mowing I do with my tractor, I should have known that.
All right. Obey your
Master,
Wife.
No.
obey your hunger.
No.
Darn it.
Cravings.
No.
What?
Your mom,
Man, Kelly, you were close.
obey your appetite.
No. Thirst. Sprite. Obey your thirst.
Okay, you're right.
Wow. All right.
Listen, Lewis just got scammed and I just had surgery. This isn't fair.
Right.
We're not operating at top.
Thank
At,
you. What she said.
At peak levels.
One more in this category. When you care enough.
To send the very best.
Yes.
You guys, that wasn't fair, was it? He jumped in way before I did.
Well, that's All right, and scary movie round. This time it's 1-word clues. I give you 1 word, you tell me the scary movie. Ready?
Yeah.
Camp.
Yeah, to Halloween. Halloween. Yes.
Sleepaway Camp.
Okay. Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Friday the 13th.
Yes. All right.
Texas
Technically,
Chainsaw Massacre
Sleepaway.
was at
Technically,
camp.
Sleepaway
it was
Camp.
not. It was in Texas at this house of the crazy family.
Technically,
Yeah, I thought it was
Sleepaway
at camp.
Sleepaway Camp would have been a correct answer for that.
What is?
Did I
I've never
say
even
that?
heard of
No, I
Sleepaway
did.
Camp.
It's a horror movie.
Okay.
I feel like we all know that one of those words I said was right.
These are big, popular, iconic
All right.
sleep
Sleepaway
movies.
Camp is a staple.
All right, ready? Next one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One word movies.
All right.
Scary movies. Dream.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, that was quick, man.
Did you share the list with him?
No.
Like, who is he? Kamala Harris? He got the questions ahead of time?
I was raised in a middle class family.
All right, next one.
Yeah.
Alive.
Alive.
Alive. Jaws.
It's alive.
Alive.
Do you remember that movie, It's Alive?
Frankenstein.
Baby?
Frankenstein.
Yes, Frankenstein. The baby. Yeah, Kelly. I used to love that movie.
I'm kind of right.
No, Alive. It's alive.
Yeah, but
already
the
got it,
baby was
Frankenstein.
alive too.
Next
the killer baby. The killer baby was alive too. Okay, go on.
Well.
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 Well, well, well. Oh, well.
Shine. What? Pet Cemetery.
Well.
Something went down the well. Something's in a well.
Yeah.
Hold on.
It.
I really need this point, so...
You can't Google it.
Is Googling allowed?
No. You can't Google it.
Man, we were just talking about this movie last week. All three of us. How good this movie was.
Really? Oh!
I don't know.
Oh, The Ring!
Yes!
Yes! Thank
She
you!
was in a well!
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
Yes!
The Ring was the top of the well!
I won! Quentin! Woo!
No, you won that one.
Oh, it's not over?
Yeah.
I feel like I've already lost, though, anyway.
So the final one was, yes, you had, but we'll see if you can get this
Okay.
one. Howdy.
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 Howdy doody. Howdy.
Uncle Howdy? I don't know.
Don't say.
You were on the right track.
Okay, is it...
Texas
is it,
Chainsaw Massacre?
No.
I know what you did last summer?
No.
What?
No. What if I said Captain Howdy?
Captain Howdy. Oh, yeah. It?
Shining?
That's not it. That's Pennywise.
The Shining?
Captain Howdy.
Captain Howdy. Hang on. Oh, no. Terrifier.
No.
Darn it.
Captain Howdy is what he said his name was when he possessed Reagan in The Exorcist.
Oh,
she always talked about Captain Howdy. Captain Howdy told me this. Captain Howdy told me that.
I feel like we got to give that one to me.
No, I feel like that.
Okay, you can have that one, Kelly, but Lewis still wins.
The redemption song is playing
Well
because,
done,
yes, congratulations.
And that means that Corey gets to pick tickets between Sarah Silverman and Sam Morrill.
Felt like I used the force. I almost heard Rick say, Lewis, you turn your targeting computer off. It's okay. Everything's fine.
And now, all right, I'm listening. 3 things you need to know before you go.
Southern California man has been arrested after using a drone to deliver fentanyl and meth to customers, including one who died of a fentanyl overdose. 34-year-old Christopher Laney is facing multiple charges in connection with using an unregistered drone multiple times to deliver drugs to a nearby church parking lot where another person retrieved those drugs and then gave them to customers, including a woman who died of a fatal overdose. So Laney is also charged with having an unregistered firearms with no serial numbers at his home. If convicted on all charges, Laney faces 25 years to life. The extended family of the Menendez brothers, subject to the second season of the Netflix crime drama series Monster, are rallying for their release from a California prison. Eric and Lyle Menendez were found guilty of killing their parents in Beverly Hills nearly 3 decades ago. Now, they were accused of killing them for the money, but they've always said that was not the reason. It was because their father had been molesting them for years while their mother stood by him. So on Wednesday, relatives, including the aunt of Lyle, who is now 56, and Eric, who is now 53, they rallied demanding their release based on new evidence. Now, one of their celebrity supporters is Rosie O'Donnell, who was there as well. So they all say they feel very encouraged by the fact that the Los Angeles County DA is reviewing the case. So we'll see what comes out of that. Have you seen the Menendez Netflix thing yet?
I have not.
I haven't either. I really want to watch it. Maybe I'll do that
It's in my
tonight.
queue. It's supposed to be really good.
Yeah, it is. Very interested in watching that. Well, Joe and Bob Liggett are at it again. The couple took top prize at the Circleville Pumpkin Show yesterday with a huge pumpkin topping the scales at 2,200 pounds. Last year, the couple set the state record with a gourd weighing nearly 2,400 pounds. Pumpkin Show continues through Saturday. This afternoon, it's the very popular Baby Parade. And tonight, it's the Parade of Bands featuring the great OU Marching Band. And those are your 3 things.
8:08 on the Morning Blitz. Thick Rick, Kelly Quinn. My name is Lewis. Good morning, Blitz Nation. Thank you. These days, I don't know. These days, I kind of want to change my name. It might be safer.
Remember how a year ago we were so obsessed with the big Halloween decoration that said, "My name is Lewis."
Yeah, I took a picture of it. I sent a video of you guys at Target.
We haven't even mentioned that once this year.
Do I still have that?
Someone sent me a T-shirt that had "I'm Lewis" and had.
Oh, is that what he says? I'm Lewis.
Something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Your eyes are bothering you, aren't you? Aren't they?
They are. You
I
guys.
can tell.
I had eye surgery 2 days ago, and I want to tell you, I went under anesthesia, then came out of anesthesia for the actual procedure, and since then I'm just in a fog. I'm in a fog. And then, so if I say anything weird, you guys, I have a complete excuse. Something strange. If I lose any contests, I have an excuse. If I say anything offensive, listen, it's not me. It's the anesthesia.
I didn't have surgery, so if I say anything weird or offensive, it's just me.
Man, if I had that excuse, Kelly, I'd be saying everything under the sun.
I would too.
If I was allowed to say offensive things because I had anesthesia.
I'll say,
No
okay,
offense.
I have another surgery coming up in 2 weeks. All right, I'm taking a few days off for that as well. And let me tell you that I get a pass through the end of 2024. Okay? Can we all agree on that?
Sure.
Anything that I say, I get a pass on.
I love it.
There we go. My name
All right.
is Lewis.
I gotta go. Hang on, I gotta Google what kind of surgery I can have just so I can even up the odds over here.
Penile enhancement.
Don't need that.
You're already doing
Don't
Tri-State
need that.
Men's Health. They could probably hook you up with a good reference.
Don't need.
All right, so up in Cleveland, people love their big old inflatable Halloween decorations. Well, this yard had a pumpkin. I mean, a giant inflatable jack-o'-lantern. It was about 20 feet tall and 20 feet wide.
Like bigger than their house.
Yes.
Yes.
Enormous. So when you get a bad windstorm and it takes that thing out of your yard and sticks it in the road, well, now you got a problem.
Yes.
And there it was, in the middle of a road, closed down that road. I said, I'm looking at this video. I'm watching this cop. He's looks like this little man against a skyscraper trying to push this thing out of the road. And I'm cracking up. And then there was a great comment from a witness.
It's the great pumpkin! He's rising up out of the pumpkin patch!
And blocking our damn road. This thing is gigantic, man. I cannot even believe that. I didn't even know they sold anything this big. I mean, literally as big as the house.
I saw a picture of, and maybe it was the same one, but somebody says when you order your Halloween decorations on Temu, you never know what the exact dimensions are. This thing pretty much swallows the house in size. I love it, though. It's kind of fun.
That is fantastic. Oh. Hey, they said no police or pumpkins were harmed in the removal of it, and it is back in the owner's yard. It's like, are you going to really keep it there again? It's just a big ball of air. It's so easy to move.
But it's sincere, and everyone knows that the Great Pumpkin respects sincerity, according to Linus.
That's important.
It's very
It really is.
It is.
Oh my gosh, that's good stuff, man. I love
Remember
it.
when Charlie Brown cut up his ghost costume and cut too many holes in it?
Yes.
I love that. Aw, poor Charlie.
And then got bullied like he always does. It was the biggest bully cartoon ever.
I got a rock.
I'll tell you what, that Lucy was a piece of work. Pulled the football out from underneath him every time he tried to kick it.
And that idiot kept trying to kick it.
Yeah.
But she
so now
gave
it's his
great
fault. You're victim
advice.
shaming. You're victim
She
shaming.
gave great advice for 5 cents. So
She did.
that evened out the
She
score.
was a psychiatrist.
Well, she probably grew up to make millions and millions of dollars, and Chuck's probably still the third shift manager at a fast food restaurant someplace.
There are 3 things I have learned never to discuss with people: religion, politics, and the great pumpkin.
Right.
Facts. F-A-C-K. Fact. Highly suspect on the morning blitz. You're looking at 824 with some sun today and high in the low 60s. I'm Lewis. That's Thick Rick and Kelly Quinn. And Kelly had shared something with us yesterday. No? Why are you shaking your head?
Are you doing that now?
I thought we were doing that.
No, we're doing the Frontier Passenger.
Oh, we are doing the Frontier.
You're jumping ahead, man.
Sorry. Kelly had something really cool that we're going to share with you coming up.
Yes.
It's so cool. We're going to make you wait.
We're going to make you wait even longer. That's what we do. We tell you about something and then we make you wait. I believe they refer to that as a tease.
Yeah, you just teased we're going to let Kelly hear the Frontier Airlines meltdown.
Yeah. We're going to do that, but we're also going to share with you what Kelly shared with us yesterday. That's coming up.
It's actually a great story.
It is. It's really cool.
Yep.
Can't wait
Especially
for that.
if you're a concert goer, which aren't we all? All right. So, Kelly, yeah, I'm glad you didn't see this. This girl was on a Frontier Airlines flight from San Diego International Airport.
San Diego.
And she got on the plane. She had left her phone wherever she was sitting waiting. She forgot her phone. So she starts flipping out and she wants to be able to go back out. The plane had not taken off yet, but it was already in the, going at that point, that stage of of moving and everything that they couldn't stop. They couldn't let her get off and go get her phone.
Right.
So she starts having a meltdown.
If I was white in a suit, you would stop the train. Laugh now. I am the president of this whole damn country. Watch see the TV news. That's a damn bona fide word. Yes, I need to get off this plane, and I'm gonna tell you straight up, don't you ever come against nobody because of their skin color again. You had enough time. I seen Frontier do illegal stuff several times. I've been riding for the last 8 years. Don't tell me. You had enough time to stop that pilot to not go. You just released him from the thing. I saw it out the window. I know it within my heart. We called him, and it's a moving nation. They already started the mission back. That's a lie from the pit of hell. Where'd you get it from? I am an affirmed sovereign ruler here in the government. 7 continents I own. Keep laughing. Watch your ass be right on a boat. We shipping people out just for a nice group of expedition. What comes around goes around. This time now. Keep laughing. Watch what happens. You'll be expired just like your battery on your watch.
I mean, she was like preaching.
Yeah, once you start yelling about being a sovereign citizen and you're the president of the whole country and all, I'm out. But I would say that I would hang in there with you if you're just really mad about your phone, because I could relate.
I am the president of this whole damn country.
Right.
That is a lie from the pit of hell.
Yep.
7 continents I own.
7 continents I own.
Owns, yeah.
Yeah.
See, I can't. I'm now I'm going to start to be like, all right, I see what we're dealing with here. But if you're really, really super hot over leaving your phone on the plane, I get it. I'm with you.
He's over here, Yoda. 7 continents I own.
That's a lie from the pit of hell.
Don't you dare tarnish the fine name of Yoda with that.
Well, that's what everybody does.
No.
When you hear a Yoda line, that's a classic.
That was not a Yoda line.
It
that
is.
was the demented, angry
I
woman
know,
line.
But done in a la Yoda.
No.
Yeah.
Yoda would have said it with some class.
No, but regardless, you would have said, I own 7 continents. Yoda would have said, 7 continents I own. Right? Right? Come on.
No.
Yes.
I'm not in on this.
That's a lie from the pit of hell.
That is a lie from the pit of hell.
You tell him, honey.
God.
You guys, okay, I just had eye surgery.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to bring this up every break. But listen, it has to do with this because I gave my phone to Charlie, to go in and get surgery. I'm not going to bring my phone in with me, although I would have liked to have. But when I came out, Charlie had stepped out and I was like hanging out waiting for him, but I had no phone. I tell you, I can see myself starting to get more and more anxious. Like, well, what am I supposed to do? Just sit here?
Yeah, that's what people did.
I'm supposed to sit here and look around?
There was a time when you didn't have to be glued to things.
That is a lie from the pit of hell.
Remember yesterday we were talking about that in the phones and the texts we got? We got one guy said his friend's 14-year-old son, 5 minutes he didn't have his phone and had an all-out just breakdown, tantrum.
Yeah.
Because he had to go 5 minutes without his phone.
Yeah.
And then we had a lot of texts like that.
Yeah, I completely, I feel for that kid.
All the people who say, all social media does is bring me down. You don't stop scrolling though, do you?
Right.
Can't put it down, can you?
Glutton for punishment.
I wish every major cell phone company had an outage at once and nothing worked for like a month, just so we could see what would happen at the other end.
I bet that girl on the airplane could do it because
I am the president of this whole damn country.
Right.
If they all went out, I don't know what you'd do, Lewis, because your head's buried in your phone all morning.
Touching my phone.
At this one moment.
I don't know what you would do.
I
can see you screaming about.
I am using my phone for work.
Can't you see him going off about being the president of this entire country and owning 7 continents?
7 continents I own.
Just like Yoda.
Yeah.
I'm not going there. It's the Morning Blitz, 8:39 with Thick and Kelly and Lewis. Man, congratulations to Dave Dorsey picking up that passes for Sonic Temple for knowing that the song was given by Ronnie and received by David.
Yep. Every day, 420, Ronnie tells you the Sonic Temple song of the day. I heard we're doing it again next week. I did want to tell everybody that we are, once the song starts, we do wait 90 seconds before we start taking the calls. We're doing that with everything now because of the people listening online who are in a delay that is right around 90 seconds. So we just want everybody to have a chance. So we wait 90 seconds before we actually take the calls.
He's a nice guy like that.
He is.
Well, it was like a group decision, I thought.
No, that was all you.
Okay.
I mean, I'll take credit.
Yeah,
Cool.
okay. Yeah, no.
Okay,
that was a cool. We did a
no,
cool.
No. I'm going to run for office now.
No, we did a good. We did a good thing there. Yeah, we all did that. That was a group decision. We all decided.
Well, I
threw that out there like a democracy.
You know, I just want everybody to have a chance, man.
No, because there are a ton of people that do listen online, and there is a bit of a delay, and we understand that, so we're trying to work around it as best we can.
Yeah. And by the way, we still get people that say, hey, man, the phone line's not working and stuff. We switched over last year to this digital phone system. I don't know why it is the way it is, but when the lines get jammed, because you're all calling at the same time trying to win, it does weird things. You might hear it just hang up. You might get a weird message. No busy signal, something. Just keep hanging up and trying again.
I think it
does work.
I think it's mean that you fake being an automated customer service line for people who are trying to win Sonic Temple tickets, though. I mean, I get why they'd be pissed at that.
You're trying to move in on, because you heard I'm running for office now. That's what it is. Now you're trying to make me look bad.
Hi, this is Thick Rick, and you've reached the Blitz. To try to win Sonic Temple tickets, please press 1. To request a song, press 2.
To donate to my GoFundMe, press 3.
To take advantage of Lewis's special on his weekend OnlyFans, press 5.
But whatever your problem is, it's not Kelly's fault because she just had surgery.
Guys, quit bringing it up.
To hear about Kelly's surgery, press 7.
You don't have to press any button. I'll just tell you.
Tell us about Chrissy.
Yeah, you did send us something really cool yesterday. We've said it before. We have a group chat that goes on between the three of us, and anytime we kind of find something that we think would be fun to talk about, we always kind of throw it out there. And Kelly threw this out yesterday, and it's really cool.
Well, it's a great discussion.
Yes.
All right, do you want me to tell you
Yes.
what it was? All right, Chrissy Hind, the lead singer of The Pretenders, she posted yesterday on Facebook, hi all. First of all, thank you to everyone who's come to see our shows. We're in the home stretch of this year's tour, and it's been a real pleasure. Fantastic cities and fantastic audiences. We've had a great time playing for you. One thing we feel obliged to explain, when we go on tour, the whole point of it for the band is that we're playing to a different audience every night. That's why we go on tour. So if we're in Edinburgh like we are tonight, we look forward to seeing local faces. This is what makes it new for us every night. We appreciate those of you who follow us and buy tickets for multiple nights. So please don't be offended if we request you to move out of the front row. All we are asking is that you give the local fans a chance. This is what keeps it new for us, especially after being on tour for so many months. See you later, Chrissy Hine. So she's obviously saying that if you are going to be a groupie and buy tickets for multiple shows, that we might ask you to move out of the front row in favor of somebody who's actually living in that city and from that city.
That's... I mean, I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know. If I buy a freaking ticket, you're not asking me to move out of my seat.
No, I know.
Thoroughly appreciate the bands who rage against the bots and the ticket masters of the world.
Right.
Because there are the genuine fans who are diehards that unfortunately, no matter how hard they try, they will never be able to buy tickets in the front couple of rows based on the system that we are currently operating under, and that sucks. However,
that's why I like the festival and the general admission, because I will get to that front row.
However, telling someone who is spending their hard-earned money on a show to not buy the best seats possible for said show at whatever city you're in might be one of the most ludicrous things I have ever heard an artist say.
Well, you know, you talk about the bots and stuff, and these are the people who get the tickets to these are the ticket brokers, right?
Correct.
That are selling them and making money off these tickets. And they end up they're the ones who end up getting those front row tickets, and they're selling them to people who have a lot more money than most other people then go get to sit in that front row.
If you are a fan of a band and you follow a band, if you're said band being followed, you should consider yourself very lucky.
This is your bread and butter. These loyal fans who will buy a ticket to any show.
Yep.
Any show. They'll travel for you. They will get to multiple cities to see you and sit in the front row. Those people, like, I can't imagine asking one of those loyal fans to get up and move in favor of somebody who didn't buy a front row seat.
It's funny that this came up because we all love ZZ. ZZ's our photographer. She takes great photos at pretty much all of our shows that we are at. ZZ and I had something in common that I had no idea once upon a time. ZZ went on tour and was the photographer for Pop Evil forever, for like a year or so. Pop Evil, of course, coming to our Blitz concert series in December. I knew Pop Evil when they were a house band in Grand Rapids because that's where I was when they were starting. And there are people that follow that band around that still have followed that band around since that day. If you are lucky enough to have someone to follow you that is willing to drive and travel and pay for tickets in various cities, like, that's a gift.
Here's something, too, how much we appreciate. We've got a handful of people, maybe 15 or 20 of you, who text us a lot. And we love you so much that we know when one of you are gone. We're like, where has this person been? They haven't texted in a while. Like, we recognize that. We absolutely love the people who are regulars. Like, you really give us a lot of, like, it's so fun. And I can't imagine being a gigantic touring band like the Pretenders, putting out a message to their loyal fans. We're going to ask you to bump back. We're going to ask you to give up your front row seat because we want somebody who's actually from Edinburgh to sit there.
One of their fans, Ann Linded, responded to her post, said, I've always admired you for your talent and your attitude, but you have just stepped way over the line, especially with people who have loved, followed, and supported you since the beginning. Time to take a step back.
And the thing that bugs me, too, is she's like, look, we need it to be kept new for us. What? She's like, I guess in other words, saying that she's tired of seeing the same faces in the front row.
If you want it to be kept new, change up your set list.
Or if you want it to be kept new, look at the second row. I mean, there are great seats at a concert, and it's not just the first row. And in fact, I would venture, I will go so far as to say the front row, a lot of times, is not the best seat in the house.
Really?
No, especially if you're sitting, now this is going to be more for theater people, but if you're sitting in the front row at the Ohio Theater, I tell you, if you can get front row with a balcony, there's your good seat.
Yeah.
Not the front row.
I'll give you that. I love the Bluestone. The upper corner on the right side balcony looking down at the stage is a fantastic seat.
Yeah, like I would buy those seats every time. But it just makes you feel like, you know what, Chrissy Hind and the Pretenders, I've bought my last Pretenders ticket. I'm touring, I'm following you, I'm going all across Europe, I'm seeing every show, I'm having a great time, and you just put out that message. We're good then, I guess. I guess I've spent my last dollar on you. Is that too extreme, maybe?
That'd be different. I mean, I remember when Silver Side Up was on tour, the first thing I said on stage, people up there in the cheap seats, strive to get better seats.
That was the second row he was talking to.
Third. There are only four.
It's interesting because there are people like I knew a couple of people who were so into Ghost, the band Ghost.
Yes,
they went to different cities, same tour, same year, going to different cities. Heck, it was the movie Taken.
Yeah,
his daughter going over to Europe. She made up some story about why she was going, but she was really going to follow U2 on tour all over Europe.
So we want to know who you have followed and seen multiple times on the same tour. Who have you traveled to see? Let us know on the text wall at 99700, 800-821 9970 if you want to call. Of course, this post has been on our Facebook for the last half hour or so. Tell us a band that you have seen multiple times on the same tour cycle.
Does 3 different cities count?
Sure.
Okay, then I got one.
I went back to Ohio, but my city was gone. There was no train station. There was no downtown.
Chrissy Hine, it's the most Pretenders I've ever heard in my life. Save 50 on the morning, 52 on the morning Blitz with Dick, Kelly, and Lewis.
I saw the Pretenders. The B-52s opened for the Pretenders at Polaris Amphitheater. It was an excellent show. It was so much fun. Chrissy Hind is amazing. She's great. And the Pretenders are an iconic band.
She went back to Ohio. Same faces in the front row.
Yeah. Got mad about it and told everyone to get up and move.
We asked you what band you followed around multiple times on the same tour cycle. Amanda said Breaking Benjamin. Joel said Rusted Root.
Rusted Root. Wow, I haven't heard that name in a while.
Jared Murphy, good to hear from you, buddy. Haven't seen you in a minute.
You have one thick, you said?
Yes, Def Leppard's Hysteria tour in the late 80s.
Oh.
I saw them here at Legend Valley.
Okay.
I saw them at the Forum in Los Angeles, and I saw them at the Cal Expo in Sacramento, all in the same year on the same tour. Europe opened up for them, doing the final countdown and all that.
Do you remember Arnett Howard and the Creole Funk Band? All right, so my roommates and I, when I was like in my early 20s, they used to perform at Dibel's in German Village every Wednesday night. We would go all the time to see Arnett Howard. All the time. Same set, same music. It was a total blast. We were like super fans. And let me tell you, if they decided they were going to perform at the Marriott North, we went. Yeah. We followed those guys around. They were a party. Row? Well, it was just kind of more of a dance party, you know, with everyone. Yeah. So, yeah.
James saw Slipknot at Rockville and Temple. Someone said Iron Maiden. Dave said ZZ Top on the Afterburners tour 4 times. Someone said they saw Buck Cherry 5 times. On our Facebook wall, Justin seen Black Label Society 14 times, twice in 1 year in 2010 and 3 times in 2017.
Look at that.
James followed Soundgarden and Chris Cornell around the UK.
Wow.
Anthony Cedar, Pink, and Sammy Hagar. Solo as with Van Halen. Melissa saw Shinedown twice with the same tour in the same year. Brooke Avenged Sevenfold. Megan Flogging Molly.
Did you see Danny said she's absolutely one of those Ghost fans, saw him 5 times.
Yeah,
Did you
wow.
read that one? Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I'm embarrassed to say mine.
Why?
Because I think the only band prior to Ray, I think the only band that I saw multiple times on the same tour cycle, and this is so cheesy, Dave Matthews Band.
Oh yeah, that is embarrassing.
Thank you.
I'm just kidding. Dave Matthews is great. Why would you be embarrassed by that?
Because I'm where it comes to the DMB, I think everybody should see them once, but then if you see them more than once, the endless symphony between songs gets old after a while.
Yeah, they're a jam band. It's like going to see the Grateful Dead or Fish, and I see
them once, you don't need to see them again. But I went through that stage where Birkenstocks were my thing, and Dave Matthews in the summer, and so we saw them on the outdoor shed tour multiple times.
I mean, Grateful Dead out at Legend Valley, and I'm just like, just wake me up when they do Truckin'.
Yeah.
I'll listen to that and go.
They all sound like Truckin', though.
I know, but I knew all the words to that
one. Jam band action.
It's just they go on forever.
Dustin was at the Def Leppard concert.
At Legend Valley?
Yeah. Remember how muddy it was, he said.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, it was great, man, because I got to the wall for that show and never left. I was paying the security guards like, hey, man, I'll give you $5 for a bottle of water or, whatever I could get from them. Some of them had, because they brought them food from, local place. I'm like, hey, man, I'll give you $5 for one of them sandwiches. I never had to leave.
You know what's funny is it took me forever to see the Foo Fighters. And then when I did finally see them, the first time was in Nashville. And then I saw them in Cincinnati. And then they were at Sonic Temple in 2019. All in the same.
Yeah.
So I guess technically that would count too.
Randy says he's seen Boba Flex probably 8 to 10 times. Awesome. At the Alrosa before they got big back in 2003, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Jen says Shinedown at least 5 times and a country band named Emerson Drive 3 to 4 times, same tour cycle back in her 20s.
All right, we kept this up on our socials, so if you want to chime in, feel free to do so. There's been some interesting bands that people follow around the sea. I mean, and again, as far as Christy Hine goes, be thankful that someone's willing to travel to see you, especially in the economy today.
Yeah.
The disposable concert income ain't what it used to be.
It sounds like they're probably, on the last bit of touring they're ever going to do. I mean, they've been around a long time, and she's probably just like, her heartstrings are being pulled by fans who haven't seen them from the front row, and she just probably didn't think about what she was saying, just thinking about them and not the other diehards,
It's not all about you.
That's right.
And now, 3 things you need to know before you go.
The Navy has found the wreckage of a fighter jet that crashed in Washington State during a routine training flight in mountainous terrain on Tuesday, but they did not find the 2 crew members who were on board. They remain missing. Now, the jet crashed east of Mount Rainier Tuesday afternoon, And Navy officials say they don't know whether the 2 crew members managed to eject before the crash, but absolutely they were not at the crash site. They have search teams out now. It is very rough terrain. It's not accessible by motorized vehicles, and snow is expected in the Cascades through this weekend. Meta has fired a number of staff after they abused the company's $25 daily meal allowance to order household goods like toothpaste and laundry detergent. So I guess Meta provides staff with a free breakfast, lunch, and dinner. At its larger offices, you actually get the food. But in the smaller offices, they get vouchers for delivery apps like Grubhub and DoorDash. So instead of ordering food through like DoorDash, they were ordering groceries and like I guess somebody ordered wine glasses, somebody else ordered makeup, and then they got delivered because they were like, well, hey, it's $25 free, so why don't I just get what I need instead of like a meal I don't really care about. Well, they were warned initially about doing that. This $25 a day is only for food. It's only for meals. You are not allowed to do your grocery shopping on this $25. So I don't know why they care. It's supposed to be a perk, right? But anyway, they did care. And some people, at least 30 of them, did not stop using them for things outside of food. So 30 people got fired, many of them making 6 figures.
Wow.
At Meta.
Wow.
Lost their jobs.
She's making 6 figures and you got to take advantage of that?
Yeah.
Me want food
and makeup.
All right. And regarding that announcement that Graeter's is working with Skyline to develop a Skyline chili flavored ice cream.
What?
Apparently, upon hearing the news, J.D. Vance posted on social media that, quote, President Trump and I will stop this. And those are your 3 things.
That's funny. That's pretty funny.
USA.
Yes.